Alrighty. We're going to do it a little bit different today. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, that's the stuff. Camera one. Camera two. Camera one. Camera two. This is nice. I should be doing this more often. I wonder if there's any podcasts out there that actually do it from the floor, like, laying on the floor. Like you used to do it back in grade school. With your boys, dude. Just sitting in the room, looking at baseball cards, basketball, football cards, comic books, Saturday morning cartoons. Remember those days? Those are the fun days. Okay, well, let's get started, I guess. Welcome to the Born Reddy show. And if it's your first time, welcome. The water's warm. Enjoy it. Come take a little seat or a little lay next to me. I have a little bit of ice on my back. Tweaked it a couple weeks ago. So on the road to recovery. Take care of your back. Make sure to take care of your back, because you're gonna need it. You need it for everything. Everything. Okay? True story. I actually filmed this episode 20, by the way. We're gonna talk about it. This is my third attempt. I actually filmed the other two, but the second one, when I was done filming and I was using this camera, which is an old Canon 80D. It's a nice camera. Has a good lens. I went to go turn it off, so I bent forward and I reached around. And I pressed it. But when I went to go forward and I was bending on the chair, I tweaked my fucking back. Now, there were signs leading up to it that I didn't really listen, and I overworked and overused my body. But, that's how simple it is. Just sitting in a chair, reaching forward, and now I'm out for a few weeks. And it's not fun. If you've been injured before, especially when you get a little older and you still have things to do, it's annoying. It's absolutely annoying. I've only actually been injured, twice, 3 times, 2 or 3 times. 2 high ankle sprains that kept me out for a while. And it sucks because then, I think both times I did that, I had to work. And getting around is like a task. And then in high school, when I was playing football, I hurt my back. I got hit. I was doing a little quarterback sneak, and I got hit. And I was out for a week. And there's nothing frustrating than seeing your team out there, and you can be out there, but you gotta be patient. So what does it mean? It probably means I need to slow down. Probably means I need to put more time into recovery and rest. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. That's different in your 40s. It's really different. And I'm learning that. I'm learning my body all over again. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. But look, it's episode 20. Episode 20 is a big milestone for me. When I first set out to do this project, I had a few goals. One was like just to do it, start it. Don't even look, don't even worry about it. Just put it out. Second one was start filming, and not just do, just voice. And then I had 10 episodes. That was my other milestone. It was like hit 10. Another milestone was interview my first person. And then my biggest one was hit 20. And the reason why is because I think the statistics are only 1% of the people who start a podcast get to 20. And then after that, like there's a big drop from 1 to 3, which is 3 episodes. And there's another huge, like even bigger drop from 3 to 20. So hitting 20 is a big deal. It's a big deal for me. It's also my anniversary episode. It was supposed to be, anyways. I filmed 2 episodes before that. It was just didn't feel right. And here's the thing: when I learned, and this is gonna be a learning episode. I learned that I don't have to do it for anyone. I'm doing it for me, so I shouldn't feel forced to do something that I don't feel. It's not ready, but it's like comfortable. And I felt like when I was showing up to that episode to film this one before, I was just not in the right mind or headspace, and I wasn't aligned. And I kind of wanted to, and I honestly, it didn't feel right. So I was like, you know what, it's fine. Before that, because it's been 3 months since I took a little sabbatical, a little hiatus, and a big reason is because I've been feeling, it's not uninspired, but I've been feeling like I need to consume less. Maybe the word is influence. I feel like there was a time somewhere when I got back from Ireland, I started to see the same things over and over. And it's no different than before, but going on social media has just been something that I've been just, what's the word? It's gross. I don't know, lately I just been looking at it, I'm like, I can't even. And that's weird for me because if you follow me, I usually post a lot on stories, and I love sharing. I think part of being part of your community is fun to share, and it's fun to see what your friends and family are doing. But lately, I just been so turned off. So I was in a season for the last maybe almost 4 months that I've been consuming less and creating more. So I actually put a time limit on my apps where I can only go on a social media app for 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the app. And I've been doing this for the last, I think it's almost 4 months. And honestly, it's really helpful because it sets a boundary. It's setting limits. And I think that's something that I've been doing a lot more is like, it's not like a complete cutoff. It doesn't have to be this big change, but it's setting a limit where like, hey, anything after this is like, you're just wasting time. And also, I'd rather be creating. I'd rather be doing something or doing something for myself. So that's where I've been. So if you're wondering, where have you been? I've just been creating and self-reflecting. I also been doing a lot. A lot has happened in the last 4 or 5 months. And the big goal that my dad and I set for ourselves is like getting him from Ireland to here and then finding a place, which I'm happy to say that he has found a place. And now back to normal operations, He's happy. We got him there. I'm happy because now I can just play my role. If that makes sense. And I didn't realize how much I took on until a few weeks ago when he found his place. I was just like, there was a sense of relief, and peace, which is good because I'm happy for him, and I found, a place where I have more time for myself. I also just went through a season of surrendering from a lot of old habits, environments, people, and I could feel it. It's so funny. I came back to California in February, and I can just feel an ending of a chapter. And what I've learned from that is that I can't keep holding on to things that don't align. And the truth is, I don't always like the version of myself when I'm trying to hold on, or I'm trying to control. I'm not letting things flow. And that's when I realized I need to take a step back. And to be very frank with you, I think this has been the loneliest I've felt in a long time. And that's a good thing. Because there'd be times and there'd be moments where I have this like ache and this burn to like go out and do something. Hit up someone. Call someone. Distract myself, or it felt like it was a need. It felt like there was a need, but it's me trying to distract myself or occupy or running away from something. So I kind of just took a step back, and I was like, you know what? I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay being in this position of deciding that I want to experience what it's like to feel alone. Not because it's my choice. It's just from all the things that have been unraveling itself, I think I found a place where it was needed for me to just be alone. And it's a hard thing for me. It's a really hard thing for me. But it's been a really big growth moment for me because I don't feel like I need as much. It's kind of like fasting. That's what I was trying to think of an analogy, but it's kind of like fasting. And I've talked about fasting on here. You think you're starving when you don't. When you go through a fast, you think you need to eat. Like even just a. I remember when I would fast as a kid, I would eat these ice chips for crunch, just to satisfy the feeling that I was like, feeding myself. Like I was like it was something. But it's like I'm not really hungry. I'm just looking for something to eat to fill the time, or because it's so routine. And that's kind of like what it's been. I have been fasting myself, cleansing myself, recalibrating. And it's been really good. I need something to drink. I'm also a little rusty doing this. It's like it's been 3 months since I actually. No, it's not, because I filmed. It's been like a month and a half. But when you don't have that skill and doing a solo pod, it can. My like mind is racing to get everything out and tell you everything. Look, I'll keep it simple. I've been recalibrating. I've been realigning and keeping isolated. I'm trying to consume less and create more. And I wanted to show up when I was fully ready for it. And it takes me back to the first episode because I wasn't ready to do it. I just kind of closed my eyes and just laid it out there. And when I look back after a year of doing this, you kind of get secure with letting go of the expectation, because there's never really a time to feel ready. I talked about this as well. Being ready or doing something is doing something. It is a decision. It's not a feeling like, oh, I think I'm ready to do this. It's like a decision just to show up and do it, even if it's not at your best. So I'm pretty proud to say that episode 20, we made it. I stuck with it. And that's something that I had to force myself, but I took my own time to do this. And it feels good to be back. How's everyone else been, dude? What's 2026 been like for you? There's been a lot of change. A lot of change. And change is good. You need spark, you need friction, you need movement in order to change. Otherwise, you'll just be stagnant, and otherwise you'll keep doing the same thing or looking at the same fucking Instagram feed over and over, which is, I just have this gripe. You know what it is? I have a gripe with Instagram itself. It's just changed so much. You know, it's no longer something that excites me. And it sucks because the only way you can tell people that you have an episode out or um, you released, you know, music that you've written, it's just you need some kind of social media. You need some kind of promotion. The thing is, like, I don't know about you guys. I'm seeing this change, but I went from like an algorithm that was giving me at least 1 to 5% on a good day. Okay, 1 to 5% of my following, and now it's just like less than 1% no matter what, and it doesn't make sense. Well, it does because they want you to pay for fucking, boosting and views, and it's just like it's so lame, dude. In fact, I really do like YouTube a lot more now than I've ever have before because I it's the only platform that allowed myself to actually learn from. Like I'll give myself more than 30 minutes if I want to learn about something, which I've been learning a lot. Um, but yeah, change. A lot of changes happened this year. I feel like I'm in a new chapter, and I feel pretty good about it. And a lot of it has to do with just having more control of my time and where I put it. What else do I want to talk about? Where am I at on time? Because you know why? This camera right here only records 30 minutes. So I have to stop at 30 minutes and take a pause. But I think we're good on time. Also, I don't think this is going to be a long episode. I just wanted to show up and tell you guys I'm okay. Things are really good. I'm in a really good space. I've been creating a lot, been writing a lot, writing so much, and allowing myself to not have so much expectation into writing. Sometimes it's a journal, sometimes it's a song, sometimes it's a script, sometimes it's a short story, sometimes it's a letter to myself or to my mom. You know, I just been it's not even about the writing or where it goes and what avenue. It's more the expression. The expression that I've been able to lock into. I found different parts of myself. Uh, and I still can't comprehend it, because I've never had this love for writing. Not in school. Not I mean, even as close as maybe a couple years ago. But something about expression has been insightful. It's given me like a purpose and joy. It's a lot of joy. One thing I want to talk about during this last season that I've been growing through for change, I've been realizing like I've been abandoning myself, and that's kind of the part of the reason why I've been like fasting away from things, people, places, is because um, I keep running away from like me, and I think that I have to do something or experience something to be living. Does that make sense? And writing has showed me that. Like, I don't need to go to play pickup basketball to get into the state of flow. Writing has done that for me. I don't need to call up a friend and like, hey, do you want to grab some coffee or go out to lunch? And I've always been a person who been very independent and loves my freedom, who is able to do that by myself. But my point is, like, I'm not abandoning myself. Not into people, not into places, not into things. And really knowing the difference where, yeah, this is something I actually want to do and I want to experience with people. And again, going back to setting limits, setting a boundary for myself, is keeping me honest. I put a lot of effort and investment into myself, especially for like, keeping my body healthy and what I put in. Though, since I've been since I've been hurt, I've also had some cheeky like, moments and fun. and I'm allowing myself a little balance. But I notice very quickly that when I'm in it, it's like that's enough. I have my little taste, and I'm back. I'm back to it. So I'm learning not to abandon myself. That's been fun. This whole thing has been learning. This like all the learnings. Um, I already filmed the next episode, which I have a special guest, a good friend of mine. I'll leave it there. I'm really excited to release that one, but I wanted to film this one before that because I wanted to kind of give an explanation where I've been and what I've been doing. Um, I also realized that I've been pretty lazy about how I've been promoting. I feel like just posting clips of what this episode is about is kind of like a sneak peek and fun, but it's not like engaging, you know? So I'm going to try to be more creative on how I deliver it, but also I'm just going to post it and then that's it. It's up to you if you want to listen, if you want to join. Um, what was I going to say about, oh yeah. I don't know what age you are when you, as the viewer or the listener, uh, but I'm going to tell you this. I wish someone told me more about what it's like to be in your 40s. I feel like 30s, I got a good grasp. Like from the jump from 20s to 30s was a good grasp. The reason why I say that I wish I had someone to kind of give me more information is because I physically feel a change in my body. The way I think, the way I process, the way I need more rest, the way I need to stretch more, the way I work out, what I consume. And the reason why I say that is because I'm at this place where my body's like, dude, it's a non negotiable. I can't have you do this anymore. Okay, you keep doing the same things and it's not the same. I'll give you an example. Going to the bathroom. Okay, this is probably more for the male perspective, but no, maybe not. Going to the bathroom. I pee all the time now. It's like I pee more times than not, and I don't understand it. Even if I don't drink that much, I'm still peeing so much. It's not all the time, but like days, I'm like, dude, I peed like 20 times in like a couple hours. It's crazy. And another thing is, as being in your 40s, even when you're peeing and you're done, right? It still feels like I have more, and so I'm waiting. I'm there waiting, just being like, are you? I can feel a little more, and do you want to? And I don't want to keep pushing. You're, you're told not to keep pushing, and I can feel it. There's like a little bit left, and it's like, here's the annoying thing. Sometimes it dribbles out after you leave. That's what 40 is being like. That's what it's like to have this body at 40. That even if I'm there and I'm holding it, and I know there's more, and I'm like, all right, you done? You done? All right, you sure? Shake, shake, shake. All right, and leave. Wash your hands. Walk out. Little dripple, little on your pants, dude. It's not fun. And you think that's like, oh, that's a youth? No, it's not a youth thing. Plenty of people in my age I've talked to that it happens, and I'm like, dude, why didn't you tell me? Why did you tell me this is gonna happen? Okay, or going number two. I won't get too much into it. But my point is, there's times where I'm like, if I don't find a bathroom in 30 seconds, it's not gonna hold itself. Where before, I feel like I can hold it. I can get to the nearest restroom within 10 minutes. Now it's like non-negotiable. Same thing with sleep. There's times where I'm like, it's 9:30, and my body just wants to lay down, dude. It needs to rest, or it just needs one day of the week to just be like this. And that's what I'm learning. Like, there's things about me that are non-negotiable that I have to meet my body. Where before, I had more control, and now it's my body's like, no, dude, you don't get that much control. When it's time, it's time, and you need to set more time for yourself. And that's a good lesson for everyone, no matter what age you're at. Because my point is, I can't. It's funny. I just saw the new Spider-Man. No spoilers, but he's going through a change in this movie, and he can't resist it. He's trying to. He's trying to stop this change. And the funny thing is, like, you can't. You can't. And I have to lean into that. I'm learning my body all over again. Okay? Even the way I process, On top of that, I'm just a really sensy soul. So, like, things I put into my body, Like, if I have 2 beers, I can have anxiety for the next week. For 2 beers. That's a real fact. If I take a little puffer, I can have a panic attack. Sometimes it's really close. Even just food. Just times where I'm like, I have so much more bloating or gas from certain foods. Oh my gosh, macadamia nuts. I love macadamia nuts, dude. I've eaten them my whole life. And recently, in this last trip in Hawaii, I ate a bunch of macadamia nuts, dude, and I was on that toilet for 3, 4, 5 times that day. Went right through me. Body's changing, everyone. Okay? I don't care how old you are. Eventually, it's going to change, and it's going to be a non-negotiable, and you have to listen, or you're going to pay the consequences. And this is what I'm learning. The other side of that, which I talked about, like the abandonment of myself, extending myself to other people. Like, that's also non-negotiable. I'm feeling this part of me where I don't like the version that I am when I'm around somebody. Or I don't want to, or if I commit to a plan, my body's not feeling it that day, like, I might just bail, And that's something that I'm trying to lean in more to, just be more secure about, like, what I feel and how I prepare. Yeah, that's a good one. I also been watching a lot of movies and shows, which has been fun. It's been fun to do it. Like, I finished The Bear. If you haven't watched The Bear, it's great. If you haven't watched The Pit, really great. Excited for Ted Lasso. Why did I mention that? Because I said I was consuming less. However, I love stories, man. I love storytelling. And I've just been doing a lot of that. And it's been making me really happy. And it's given me inspiration on how to write, or how to like even just these angles that I did with the camera today. Like, it's fun to try something new. It's fun to evolve and change it up. And it's cool. I don't know. I think that's where I want to stop today. I think it's going to be a short one. I'm looking to continue this through this next season strong. I'm heading in the right direction. I'm really excited to be showing up more, sharing some learnings. I got some stuff that I definitely want to share eventually. But I want you guys to know where I'm at right now. It's like I'm in this recalibrating season that I feel really good about. It's been really good for me. And I'm learning. I'm learning a lot. Everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. This is the Born Reddy podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Reddy. Please like, share, subscribe. Please, it takes 2 seconds. YouTube, specifically. Spotify or Apple Music. Just one of the things that you like. Just thanks so much for tuning in. That's going to do it, guys. Love y'all. All the best. Oh, ready or not, dude. Ready or not. Keep on learning. See y'all.